Hey guys, my name is Lilly and today I want to make a video about the recent power outages that we had here in Austria. So today I actually did not sleep well. Last night this thing woke me up twice. So this is a alarm device which goes off if there's no electricity on the device. And usually I have it plugged in here and then the freezer goes into this device, and if there's no power, it will sound this very loud alarm with 85 decibel, and then you know that you have a power outage or blackout. So in my case this night it was waking me up at 1 o'clock, and then we had another power outage at 1:50, and that's because we had some severe weather coming down. So we had a couple of thunderstorms in the recent days and it was raining a lot. So I've never seen so much rain in my life. It was crazy. And apparently because of the storm and the rain, we have gotten some short power outages here in Austria, at least here in this region where I live. Now this was only a very small power outage because it only took like 2 or 3 minutes until the power was back again. But actually 2 days ago we had quite a severe and big and long-lasting power outage, which was happening in the 2nd district of Vienna. It happened in the evening, right before a very important soccer game. So in the stadium a lot of people were sitting and waiting for the game to start, and then there came the power outage and everybody was sitting in the dark. Imagine that. Imagine that you are with a bunch of wild soccer fans inside of a stadium and the power goes out. Now gladly everyone kept calm and they had a good mood and nothing happened. But it actually took quite a long time to get back the power, and they said that the heavy rain has damaged some connection of a big wire that led to the stadium and to other parts of the 2nd district in Vienna. So we had quite a big power outage and it's still in the news, and now the newspapers are always writing articles about blackouts and that this is a precursor to what's going to happen next. So a lot of people think that there will be a blackout very soon. So first of all, our electrical grid was always very good in Europe, but it's not that good anymore. So apparently a lot of transformers now must get repaired and renewed, and it takes a long time to build a transformer. I heard that it takes 2 years to build a new one and you need a lot of electric equipment to do so. So yeah, right now we have a shortage in electronics that are not coming in from China because of various lockdowns. So it will be tricky to repair stuff when it's broken. Another reason for a blackout is that the energy demand is rising sharply here in Europe. So more and more people have electric cars that draw a lot of current. Also, a lot of people are switching from natural gas heating devices to electric heat pumps, which are drawing a lot of current as well. So it's a lot of electricity demand that we are having right now, but at the same time a lot of old power plants like coal plants and nuclear plants are getting shut off. And because of this, the supply is low but the demand is high. We might get some power outages, rolling blackouts because of lack of electricity, and I believe this is how it will start. So maybe first we will not get a full-on blackout, but first they will just turn off certain regions so that they can save electricity for other regions, and then maybe they will take turns in switching off regions so that they make sure that everybody still has electricity, but not maybe for the entire day. I believe that's the same thing which is happening in South Africa right now. So they have rolling blackouts, and if politicians don't take measures right now, I think that the same thing is possible in Europe, and we already see the first signs here in Europe. So it's getting really serious right now, and if you haven't started to prepare yet, then now is the time to do so. So please, guys, I can only urge you, prepare yourself for a blackout. The great thing is, if you prepare yourself for a blackout, you automatically prepare yourself for other disasters as well. Doesn't matter if it's a man-made disaster or natural disaster, it's always the same. So you prep for food and water, make sure that you have some kind of water filter, make sure that you have a gas cooker, something that you can cook your meals with, and also have enough of clothing, wool blankets, maybe you can set up a tent inside of your house. So make sure that you are staying warm and that you have the means to do so. And if you want to have electricity, make sure that you either have a power station or a power generator. And if you don't have that, then you can still maybe, start up your car and use your car as a generator. But the thing is, with using cars, that first of all you need gas, and if you don't have a lot of gas in your car, then maybe it's better to spare the gas. Second of all, if you plug something into the 12 volt plug, it can only give you like 10 amperes. That's what the 12 volt plugs are rated for. Maybe a little bit more, maybe they can give you 12 amperes, and that's not a lot with 12 volts from the car. So if it gives you 10 amperes with 12 volts, that's only 120 watts that you can get out of your car. It's not much, and it will be certainly not enough to run a freezer. So this freezer right here that I have in my basement needs about 740 watts in the first 2 seconds when it's starting the compressor, and then it's going down to 40 watts. So with a 120 watts plug from the car, I could not run it because it cannot get over the first peak of electricity demand. So don't fool yourself, the car is not going to work for a freezer. So you'll need a strong power station to power your freezer. Lately I have searched the gas price increases, but also food price increases. So right now in Austria we have a price increase of 25% of butter, 11% of pork, 11% of coffee. If you're renting, your costs will go up 70%. That's so crazy, insane. Renting has been already very expensive in Austria, even a couple of years ago. So I think this will break the neck of the middle class in Austria. 70%. Oils have gone up 18%. Veggies 10%, drinks 8.6%, and fish 5.8%, milk 7%. Electricity has gone up 200%, and the natural gas has gone up 424%. So that's crazy too. Gasoline has gone up 26% and diesel has gone up 23%. Now what's interesting about diesel and gas is that most of the price, or half of the price, is taxes. So if you fill up your tank with diesel, let's say you pay 100 euros for it, then 49 euros of that price is going to be taxes. That's insane. So half of the money will go to the government straight away. Then with gas it's even worse. So if you fill up your car with 100 euros of gas, then actually 54 euros of that 100 euros is going to be taxes. Okay guys, now before I end the video, I actually need your help. So I have a small technical problem with my walkie-talkies and with my ham radios. So both of those, all four of those are actually working great. If I use the walkie-talkies together, they are working. So on channel 1, which is the frequency 446000, I can send and receive both ways. Okay, so the walkie-talkies are working. Now the ham radios are also working on the same frequency, so if I press here, it will receive here. If I press at the other device, it will receive a transmission at the other ham radio. So this is working. Now here comes the problem. So if I'm sending with the walkie-talkie at the same frequency as before, I'm receiving the transmission with my ham radio. But if I press here at my ham radio, I'm not receiving anything at my walkie-talkie, although it's on the same frequency. This does not make sense to me. I don't understand it. So if you guys out there that know about ham radios know why this is not working, please let me know in the comment section below. In my understanding, I should be able to receive and transmit from both devices in both ways if I'm using the same frequency. And yes, I'm using the PMR frequency, which is actually the free frequency that you can use without a ham radio license. The walkie-talkies are working with this, and also I've printed out a label on my ham radio so that I don't forget the frequency, which is starting at 446.0 to 200 here in Austria. So yeah, that's a problem that I have. I could not solve it. Maybe you guys can let me know why I cannot transmit anything to this walkie-talkie using my ham radio. This does not make sense. So I believe that there's something wrong with this device. It's really mind-boggling. It should work. Yeah, so I believe that being able to communicate in a blackout situation is vital. So smartphones, mobile phone networks probably will not work anymore. At least after 20 minutes they say that they will not have any power anymore for the cell towers. So getting a few of these walkie-talkies and ham radios is certainly not a mistake. Especially I bought the cheaper ones so that I can talk to my direct neighbors. Now also I have ordered 5 of these ham radios, and I will give those to some people I really trust, especially back home in my old village. I will give one to my cousin that lives on the hill of one side of the village. Then I have a very good friend of the other side of the village who also lives on a hillside. And I have my cousin which is living in the middle of the village. So I will give one of these radios to each of them. Also I've bought a longer antenna which is this long, and then they should be able to communicate with each other over longer distances as well. Especially the ones on a hill, they can receive transmission from a farther distance. So this is my plan for here where I'm living, but also for my second bug out location. And this is where I will be going if it really hits the fan. So this is my plan, but what are your plans? Have you prepared yourself against a blackout? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned till next time.